And, dude, it's not just 6 million. You think those 6 million crabs aren't banging away? How many crabs can one crab make? How many eggs do crabs lay? Think about that.
See, I don't think there's
You were
enough.
expecting us to know way more crab information
That's
than
true. Well,
we should
you
know.
were looking up a lot yesterday because it was very heated.
The ecosystem balances out. There's not enough food to support that.
No, there are, JT. You know what's the food?
Humans.
Exactly, JT. It's a problem. It would be a problem. They would start eating us. They would have to. All right, 3, 2, JT's toes.
Boom.
Welcome
JT's
back
got
to the
the
Picky Boys
dogs
podcast.
out today.
JT's got the dogs out.
I don't know what to do. I need a pedicure or something.
the Picky Dogs.
You
podcast.
see that?
Dogs podcast.
You see my big toe?
Yeah, I talked to you about your big toe yesterday.
What's
Like,
going
JT,
on?
Can you cut it off? Because it's unsightly.
No, I do cut it off, but then it just grows back like that.
Oh,
What
no,
do
I
do?
meant sacrifice the toe.
Oh.
Get rid of it. Like Danny.
I was talking to somebody who thought that having bare feet was like and not wearing socks ever, even with shoes, was like a sign of fortitude and strength. And it's like, oh, I know you're serious. Like, and he gave these examples. He was like, have you ever seen Muhammad Ali walk into the ring? He never wears socks. That's how you know he's connected with the earth.
I've heard that.
And
I actually
he's-
just heard that.
And he's gonna be a better when someone comes in with no socks. That's how you know they're gonna be good.
If someone comes in with no socks, that's just blisters and sore feet.
Well, no, it's blisters because no, you got calluses, but it's smelly feet. Because I feel like your feet sweat so much more. And have you
That's
ever?
because you have socks and shoes on all the time.
No. I'm saying without socks. Have you ever seen somebody who wears sneakers without socks? Their feet always smell.
That's of course. They're wearing again. If you're wearing nothing, I feel like They're not going to sweat that much.
Are we saying different things here?
I'm not sure. I'm going to be
You
honest.
said if
When
they're
you
wearing
wear
just sneakers,
Just
without
sneakers
socks,
without
that's
socks,
disgusting.
they're gonna sweat a bunch.
Of course, they're covered in cloth.
I'm so confused. What's happening? My question to
They're not covered in cloth.
What are sneakers made of?
Oh yeah, okay, but then you said,
Oh,
of course you're
okay.
wearing socks, you're gonna sweat. That's
the sneaker,
what- the opposite.
the sneaker becomes the sock in your scenario.
I must have misspoke. You're wearing something. I don't.
True.
Did I say sock?
Also-
you're wearing something. It's gonna sweat.
Also, so do you? This is my take. Do the feet smell, or do the shoes smell? And when you take the sock out or your foot out, now your foot smells because the shoe smells.
oh no, well,
I think if you have bad smelling shoes on the inside, you know if they were wet the day before, or you just ran in them, or you sweat in them. I don't think there's a chance that you'll have good smelling feet.
it's both.
That's what I'm saying.
The answer is definitely both.
I think if you have a fresh shoe, your foot would smell less.
I don't think
Yeah.
your feet smell like without any other external factors worse than like any other part of your body. There's no like extra sweat glands or anything down there.
Yeah, but you're
Like the armpits and shit, they got different sweat glands and fucking I
Well,
don't know, BO comes out of there.
I disagree because like I would for some reason I think that if you smelt my shin at any time, it wouldn't smell. But my feet would.
But I'm saying if you went sockless like your boy right here, like I don't think they would smell any different. The bottom might because you're stepping on dirt and shit.
I feel like as
But,
soon as you have nails and like shit that you could get under in general, like dude, it's gonna reek.
I think
That's
feet.
different.
I think feet smell naturally different than other body parts.
Catch me on any day, sniff my shin, doesn't smell like anything.
True.
Not
Or
gonna do that.
your arm here doesn't smell like anything.
Well, I feel like mine more because I don't have any hair. Like this hair might collect some odors.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But yeah, someone I just heard on a podcast. Well, it's Logan Paul and Liver King. Which
Oh, good.
the most scientific podcast on earth. But he said like, yeah, the Earth has a naturally negative charge, and if your feet are connected all the time, then you get this negative energy through you. And he's like, but we always wear shoes with rubber soles, cancels it out.
So
So he's saying no, you don't want to touch the earth.
so
Well, no,
we-
negative-
We want do we
Neg-
want negative energy?
Not negative, just a negative charge.
The Earth's
not like bad energy.
the Earth's
He's just
giving
saying-
off bad energy through
No,
our feet.
No, he's just saying electricity with a negative charge. He's not saying bad energy.
Because like a yoga man would probably say, my feet have to be connected to the
Yeah.
earth
Once
to be grounded.
once a session, my dick needs to touch the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to get that negative charge through the tip.
Have you tanned your butthole recently? That's what they do.
Say tanned?
Sun. You put your anus towards the sun, and you absorb vitamin D through your ass
Because
and
it-
vagina if you have one.
So is that
Why is that?
is that in like doggy style or my legs by my
No,
ears?
usually legs up like this.
I think you would have nailed it right there.
What are the advantages to that?
I don't know. People are
You get sun through your butt.
just crazy.
You know, it's like how you boof things. You know, it's just easier into the bloodstream.
I feel like I would just get a sunburn much easier. I mean, that
Yeah.
area has literally never seen the sun.
It's never seen the light of day.
It hasn't formed a proper immunities to the.
True, you're
UV rays.
de-evolutionizing your butthole.
I've heard you get. I've heard you feel very rejuvenized after. Maybe we can make that a PBS. We'll all just
Suntan
Put
our
a-
buttholes.
put our ass towards the sun, and accept sunlight
but
into your ass.
What if I get sunburn on my balls?
Well, you don't stay out there that long. This is like it's like a thing you do in the morning, like a quick 5 minutes. Let me
5 minutes,
terrify my
man.
neighbors.
Yo.
Dude,
yeah.
again, that part of my body might as well be a vampire's butthole.
5 minutes, you're not gonna get anything. I think.
Oh, I beg to differ,
I
man.
don't think so.
Dude, if you
It has never, ever once in its entire existence seen the sun.
if you
It's
took-
a very durable part of the body.
it does stretch, but can it withstand?
What does that have
But
to do
can
with
it withstand a burn?
I think so. I think you'd be more. I think you should be more concerned about your taint than the butthole itself.
Why not be just as
I meant,
concerned about both?
yeah, I meant the whole shebang,
The whole
the
hole.
whole circus.
And there's, maybe we can make some pants to help with that. Maybe it's just like a pant, like a chap, an assless chap.
I know
and
you
butthole
already
is
have
chest.
tons of those pants.
Yeah,
Just
we'll just
your-
borrow Danny's.
Just your butthole. And never forget, this is a big point here. All chaps are assless. Never forget that.
Never forget
forget.
that. All chaps are asses.
So
Not
maybe
all
you get like a
assless are
chap
chaps.
that covers your taint somewhat and just leaves exposure to the sun on your
So
hole.
you're saying get like a somewhat assful chap.
Yeah, somewhat
A,
assful
se-
chap.
a semi assful chap.
We just need
Semi ass.
a little hole for the sun. We just need a little hole for the sun that or a big hole.
We need a little hole for the sun so our little hole can catch the sun.
Yes, but
Beautiful.
there is some benefits to it. I don't know.
Probably. JT, I'm glad that you're here because we were arguing about something yesterday, and I want to ask you.
Okay.
So I came up with this scenario that there's two buttons in front of you, and there's a gun to your head. This button makes at random one of the states. Everybody in that state turns into human-sized crabs. Okay.
Okay.
Then the other button kills all of Europe.
756 billion people.
That's not true. It's not billion. Stop
I
saying
said
that.
million.
You said billion.
Oh,
You
sorry.
unbelievably said billion.
760.
'Cause you said that yesterday.
56 million people.
But we're in the U.S. You could turn into a life-size crab. Also,
Potentially.
if Connecticut all of them turned into life-size crabs, that's our problem now.
Are these people crab people or are they they're just crabs?
Life-size, like human-sized
they're,
crabs.
they're not even people anymore.
No, not
No.
people.
So we could eat them,
I don't know.
like morally.
I mean,
Yeah, but the human
Or are
side
they?
is more
Are they? Do they have their
upsetting.
memories?
no.
Well, now we're getting into crab.
Yeah,
like
like
Wow,
like
listen,
the-
I want to sit here and get inside the mind of a crab.
now we're
What's
getting into
going
like
on
the
here?
clone theory, like because the crabs still have human personalities. are
Okay,
they-
wait. So what's so which button am I pressing? Is what you're asking.
Yeah, which button are you pressing? All of Europe or a 1 in 50 shot that you turn into a life-size crab? And on top of that, if it's not your state, you might have to deal with them.
I'll take the 1 in 50 shot. I'll crab it up.
I think I'm killing Europe.
Because what's the most populated state? Like 25 million, maybe.
All right, so you chose.
you
a
chose
state.
crabs.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Give us a second. Hold on.
Pick a random state.
1 in 50 chance. I'll be fine.
Moment.
I do have a history of getting unlucky with these types of things.
The state of Missouri.
Oh,
I-
sorry,
I-
Danny.
Yeah, I used to live there.
All of Danny's belongings and friends are gone.
All of my friends.
how many-
are,
wait,
all
so
my
crabs
friends
too?
are
Wait,
crabs.
how many people live there?
Like 10.
10. All right, we could take that out
No, I actually don't know
because Chaz. I think Danny also said crabs, and he got Kentucky, and Kentucky had 4 million people. That is 4 million immediate human-sized crabs. That's a problem.
6 million.
That's even more now. Now we're dealing
And
with
now
6 million
Missis-
human-sized crabs.
The Mississippi River, the entire thing is ruined.
That's a problem because crabs need water, and now they have the whole Mississippi River to get through it.
This is also what we discovered is that there are land crabs but they're still born in water, and even though they are exclusively land, they burrow around water anyway, so still have moisture into the earth.
So that means
Let them have the river.
But that means just let these. So
And these are not. This is let's be clear here. This is not because there are some. If you type in human-sized crab, there's something called the Japanese spider crab, which just has freakishly long legs and so is super tall. That is not what we're talking about. We're talking about the body of the crab is human sized.
So the legs could be triple that.
Meaning the legs are. This thing is like a car.
Yeah. And you're saying just give them the Mississippi River? First of
Yes.
all, 6 million of them are taking the Mississippi River. We're not giving them anything. And two, that would be such a problem.
I think in your mind though, every time you're talking about it, you make it sound like crabs have this inherent want to murder us.
Yes.
It's
Like
And
crabs
it's not
don't
that.
crabs don't understand we exist, I don't even think.
it's not it's half that. Okay, it's half that. But I think you guys are underestimating
No.
what
You are
6
overestimating.
million human-sized crabs just living in the Mississippi River would do.
I mean, it would destroy the ecosystem.
It would destroy.
Oh well,
It would be a real
that's
problem.
given.
But he's still like you were like, what if they're in Connecticut?
You're acting like
It's
they're gonna-
Who cares? Who cares if they're in Connecticut? They're gonna go towards water. They're not gonna be
Yeah.
like New York City. Here we come.
We're taking out.
yeah, you're acting like they're gonna have Danny's corkboard of like their plan of attack.
I'm saying, you guys are just like, oh, we'll just give them this. Oh yeah, it wouldn't be a problem. It'd be a problem.
They won't be able to communicate and formulate a plan together to attack.
There are 6 million of them dropped on us.
First of all,
Well, they're dropped on Missouri.
A few million are gonna die. Missouri's landlocked, so
also, they're
so
gonna
they have to
fucking-
find.
They have
They're,
the
they're
river.
gonna be in rivers and lakes and stuff, but
Do you know how many of them are gonna eat each other too?
Also,
Oh, yeah.
think about the thickness of their shell. What if it was a problem? I don't know if bullets would get through. Think about if they did attack.
have you ever eaten a crab? They definitely have weak points.
I understand they have weak points. I'm saying when a human-sized crab is running at me and I have my nothing actually. I have nothing. I don't think I could take it out.
One thing it may be an issue. I'll give you this: is they regenerate limbs. That could be an issue. Now they're superheroes. Now they're superheroes. They're super villains.
Now they're superhuman crabs.
Yes.
Super crabs.
They're
not human.
In this scenario, though, this is
crustaceans.
going to be common knowledge. It's like, oh, of course, under the third middle leg, that's where you have to throw your spear.
It's like fucking.
I don't know
Why
why we're
do we
spear
have
fighting,
spear?
yeah, but
If we only had
but-
spears, that's worse.
But if we live in a country with 6 million human-sized crabs, then everybody's gonna know a crab's weak spot.
Dude, it's not like children. Like we're gonna run children through a course and they're gonna immediately kill a crab. The crab has taken out at least 10 kids.
And by the way, we're gonna kill some of them. So crab rolls for the world.
Oh yeah.
oh
Because
yeah,
we have
solved.
so much human crab.
Yeah, but what if they wind up just being poisonous?
Oh, well,
why are they
Now
poisonous?
you're just adding things.
I don't
just
know.
adding
I'll
things.
make these until you agree it's a problem. They're also
not a
poisonous.
problem.
Well, it's
definitely
definitely a problem.
bro.
Okay, it's-
Somebody said it's not a problem.
He just said that.
it's not a war survival problem.
I agree.
It's just
with that.
like, okay, this messed up the ecosystem. We lost Missouri, and we lost the river. That's the extent that the problem goes to.
Do you know how if we lost the river, that is huge river. That is half. It splits the country in half.
That is true.
It does not split the country.
I mean, kinda.
It does. It effectively does.
What are you guys talking about?
The Mississippi River.
It's
It
pretty
doesn't split
big.
the country in
I
half.
mean, I understand, JT. It doesn't actually from end to
All right,
end,
hold on.
but it pretty much
The
does.
Mississippi River. It's fucking big.
If 6 million human-sized crabs took over,
MSISSISSI PPPI.
That was not
That was-
right.
that was
That
close.
was-
Slow that
was
down.
almost-
It actually unbelievably does.
JT's wrong.
Wait, which one is it?
Mississippi River.
Bro, that is half the country ran by crabs, dude.
This is
Are
the
you
Mississippi
crazy?
River. It actually we were underplaying it.
It does. It does.
Absolutely splits the country directly in half.
6 million crabs.
That's
Human-sized
all considered the Mississippi River.
That's why they say this side of the Mississippi. It's the one
side.
side and the other
Why?
side.
Why is Mississippi so lucky to get this name of this river that goes through 20 states?
Well, that's not the problem now.
I think they just liked it to. They wanted to make it hard to spell.
Okay, so we might lose Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Louisiana. I'm fine with that.
That's fair that you can be
Sorry
fine.
to all the.
That's fair. You can be fine.
Oh
with
my
those.
God, the Delta is New Orleans. They've been through enough. They're
What is a delta?
Where the river like ends and goes into the ocean.
And that's really where the
Okay.
crabs would want to go. They're wrecking house through half the country.
in a few months or a few weeks.
Wait, what's the Delta?
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
In a few weeks, it's gonna be crabs everywhere. It's gonna be Hurricane Crabtrina.
That's what I'm saying.
gonna be
dude.
terrible.
And there's 6 million of them. And dude, it's not just 6 million. You think those 6 million crabs aren't banging away? How
They're-
many crabs can one crab make? How many eggs do crabs lay? Think about that.
See, I don't think
You
there's
were
enough.
expecting us to know way more crab information
That's
than
true. Well,
we should know.
you were looking up a lot yesterday because it was very heated.
The ecosystem balances out. There's not enough food to support that.
No, there are, JT. You know what?
That
You know
many-
what's the food?
humans.
Exactly, JT. It's a problem. It would be a problem. They would start eating us. They would have to.
I think they try to make their way to the Great Lakes.
Why?
Again, I don't.
Do they have a
don't-
map?
Wait, doesn't it flow the other way?
Yeah,
So that
but you can, fish swim upstream. And crabs probably walk upstream.
Again, they don't
Making that
have
up.
these decision-making capabilities.
No, but they know they like water, and the Mississippi River is half the country. And
Yeah.
and there's 6 million of them, so they're not going to all stack on top of each other. They're going to spread out through the river.
Yeah.
And then they're going to lay eggs, and then they're going to spread out more, and they're going to have to eat people because they have nothing else to eat. It's a big problem.
St. Louis is going to be destroyed.
It's going to be a.
The arch is just going to be full of crabs.
I'll tell you what, that's a lot of crab chowder if we do figure it out.
We're going to figure it out.
Okay, so what would be the optimal state for us to get that? Probably like Arizona, right, or something.
No, probably Hawaii.
No, whoa, my God, so much water. They're gonna spread out into the whole world now.
yeah.
You think they're going to cross the oceans?
Dude, they
Bro, why can't they?
Do you know how it's a crab?
It's a
know
human
how
size
far
crab.
away-
over the course of years, yeah, 100%.
And I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that's a Japan problem.
Oh,
that sounds like a California problem to
and
me, buddy.
they've been through enough.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, giant human-sized crabs attacking the city sounds like a very Japanese thing.
Yeah.
That is true. It's very on brand. What I'm saying is, if Hawaii was picked and all the people in Hawaii turned into human-sized crabs, and then one of our shores, we saw one, it's already over. There's millions of them. There's arguably billions.
The thing is, killing an entire continent is also very bad.
Europe.
It would devastate the world
Right?
economy.
But I'm starting to think now that human-sized crabs can't be the answer because it's over if it's picked.
If it's
I don't
California,
think
it's
so.
definitely over.
Yeah,
We
true.
have a
Like
coast
we're,
full of crabs.
we're also picking like the 6 million states, the 4 million
No,
states.
we're not picking them. Fate is picking
Fate
them.
is picking them.
They could,
and
they
fate's a
could, they could have
bitch.
said New York. If it's New York, then that's the wrong answer.
Well, if it's New York, then it's us. So
Yes.
Yeah, so we don't care.
And New York City full
don't
of
care.
crabs would be terrifying. We are at a perfect intersection for crabs to live.
What the fuck does that mean?
Manhattan, when two oceans split into rivers, those like banks are very good places for crabs to live.
Oh, 4 crabs to live.
Yeah, I think we would just stay here.
I was thinking like the number 4. It's like why 4
The
crabs?
city that never crabs or always crabs.
Yeah, but we're also I think we're the best state because we're also in buildings. Like they would just be packed in there. Think about that.
I think the solution is it stays Missouri, right? That's what Fate picked. But the second they all turn to crabs, immediate nuke. And actually, all the surrounding states just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Yeah.
You can't have one.
Yeah.
What if they're impervious to nukes?
Well, that's just-
Okay. Now you're adding too many things.
All right.
Put us in the comments. Put it in the comments. Do
Well,
you want crab people or
Blow up your.
blow up Europe?
Oh.
Say goodbye to Mima.
Also, are
in
they
Italy.
are they really? I think they're underplaying the crab problem. I would like some help here.
I got a crab problem I want to talk about.
What about the broken toe problem? that
Oh
you
yeah,
had?
Oh, 90% positive I broke my toe. 90%.
Now, you wish you could regenerate limbs.
Yeah. I don't. And people have obviously the question right after is how, and I always keep saying that's a question for drunk Danny, because I do not know. My best hypothesis is that we're walking up your stairs, which are made of like diamond for some reason. It's the hardest substance on earth.
Yeah.
And it's granite. But and I whacked my toe because I have fallen
Why is
twice.
Granite stairs.
I've fallen twice in the past the weeks before that, and so I think I just went to go take a step and boom, pinky toe directly into the ground.
I did
Oh,
hear.
it's your pinky toe.
Yeah, I did hear Danny fall up the stair very hard, and there was a shriek.
And the thing is, I didn't even know because again I was drunk, and then I woke up to go take my midnight pee, and I got on my bed, put my left foot out, almost collapsed onto the floor. No weight bearing abilities.
I don't like, dude. He came down. He was limping. Like we had to go shoot in the
terrible.
studio, and we got him a cane. It's like, is this gonna be a problem?
No, I was considering canceling. That's how terrible it was. And then it started to not be as terrible. But there's bruising around it. I did Dr. Danny MD online, and I think I know it really looks like broken toe is the answer. And by the way, who knew this? If you go to the doctor with a broken pinky toe, they'll just tell you to fuck off and wait.
I'm gonna be
What do you
honest.
That's the
expect?
answer.
Surgery?
I don't know. Maybe like a thing to put on my toe, or like a shoe to wear, a boot.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that answer comes from a doctor a lot. Like,
Yeah, fuck off and wait.
yeah, it's like, oh, we'll see. Yeah, we'll give it time. We'll see. It's like, what did you go to school for, pal? Can you help a little?
And then I was talking to our friend who used to do gymnastics, and she was like, "Oh, you broke your pinky toe? I've broken every toe
Yeah.
in my body
Stop-
thrice."
Stop complaining, you pussy. Because she thought it was the big toe too, and once she found out it was the pinky toe, she was like, "Oh, you are a child."
True, and
You gotta be careful, buddy, because the whole breaking this toe is how I got this whole situation. So
which
Wait, how'd
toe?
you break your toe?
I dropped a stool on it.
Wait, the big toe?
Yeah,
This
that's
is-
how this
But
happened.
this is a pinky toe. And my
My
pinky
point is
toe-
that after I broke it, it first of all looked normal for a while, and then boom, fell off toenail. Then grew back like this. So you're in for a world of hurt,
did
buddy.
you do anything to it?
What does that mean?
Like, did you wrap it to the other toe?
Well,
You think that's gonna keep your toenail on?
well,
Well, that's true.
super glue it back, JT. JT is also notorious. This problem that will not go away on its own will go away. On
Just
its own.
like you said, the doctors said to do.
Right.
Well, there's
Well,
a
that's
big
not what I
difference.
said. Actually, I didn't.
By the laws of mathematics, I'm a doctor.
JT skipped school. JT would leave an open wound till he's
Yeah,
dead. Like,
true.
until someone else told him to go.
You can see my bone. Let's go to the
It's
doctor.
like JT,
Nah.
like, I can't walk on it, and it stings every day.
Again, all doctors can tell you to do. Wait,
wait, the leg's gone.
open wound. Maybe they'll give you antibiotics, but
But I have just learned. It's amazing how quickly we adapt. Because I have just learned to just walk on like the big toe part of my foot, and it really has not been hurting nearly as much.
We learn to adapt, or we learn to just not face a problem, or is that the same thing?
I think it's the same thing. Plus, my pinky toe, I think it'll heal quick. Have you ever seen my pinky toe? It's very tiny. I have very, very soft, supple feet,
supple.
and I think
Suckable?
I have soft, suckable feet, and so
Nice.
because there's I feel like everybody has that one friend who's like, oh yeah, just walk, and they like walk on glass and they're barefoot, and they're like, oh, this hurts. If I walk on pavement without shoes, it's all over. I'm
That's
like,
Well, that's also because like you're a little bit of a pussy too.
it's because I have softer skin than you.
But one of our friends has like leather underneath his foot.
He has
Just
hobbit feet.
Hobbit
Yes,
feet.
yeah, hobbit feet. Yeah,
He's hobbit feet.
he's hobbit feet. It's okay.
I can't. I really can't even do a Shelly Beach. I
Me
can't do
neither.
that.
Me neither. That hurts because there's something about the salt too. It just hurts.
They're just like shards of glass.
Also,
essentially.
can we like ban the rock beach, please?
Yeah.
The rock beaches suck. They're
it
terrible.
depends on the size of the rock.
Yes, if it's so small that it's sand now.
No,
then yes, I don't count.
No, I think the bigger the better.
completely incorrect.
Well, not
Completely
not,
incorrect.
Not huge, but I think there's like a fish tank gravel, like that size. I actually like better than sand. First of all, I hate
That's
sand.
not bigger the better though, right?
Well, I'm just saying
That's
like
smaller.
gravel.
Better. Yeah.
No, true, but it's not sand either.
No, yeah.
I hate sand. It's the worst part of the beach, undeniably for me. And
Fucking Anakin.
and
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say Vader.
yeah. And so I think like fish tank gravel, like it kind of looks like this big. I feel like that's a good. You can put your feet in it. You can do what you do with sand, and it hurts less.
And I
It
feel,
hurts less than what?
Than sand with shells in it.
Oh.
that's probably true. But also like medium-sized rocks. If you go to a medium-sized rock beach, you need shoes because like it's this weird thing where if the water is also all rocks, your feet kind of like continuously fall down.
That's an ankle breaker
Yeah,
for sure.
it's an ankle breaker. It's a nail ripper. It's terrible. God. Ugh.
I don't know. I think because you know there's like the buffer like where the ocean starts on the beach. This is the buffer where everything washes up and you have to like step over it and it's just like a bunch of shells and moss and condoms and shit.
Yeah, it's seaweed.
Heroin
And-
needles.
Yeah, and that's like that's like every time I think the past 5 times I've been to the beach I haven't been in the water. Because
Dude.
I'm just like I'm not going past the buffer. I'm
Also-
just gonna sit here and chill.
Also, like if I'm in the water, like maybe past my belly button, I might look like I'm standing. My feet are not touching the ground.
Oh no.
My feet are not touching. I'm like half crouched with my feet up, just looks like pretending I'm standing. I'm not touching the bottom.
Absolutely. If I can float, I will float because I don't want to put my feet on the sand and then get pinched by a human-sized crab.
Yeah, well, dude, if I don't think the
No,
feet.
I'm not going in the water if they're a human size.
No. But I don't. But I'm not gonna do it because of regular crabs. I do not touch the water. Who knows what species are on the ocean floor?
If I had water shoes, I'd do it. Bear dogs, no crabs snipping me.
I don't think crabs are snipping you either way, to be honest.
Oh no, no,
crabs
you're
are
very
snipping
wrong.
out there.
Very wrong.
I think I'm right. I've been in the ocean. I think a lot more than both of you probably. I always touch the ground, and I've never been stung by a crab. I've been stung by a jellyfish.
Well,
But that's not.
I think it's more of a bite than
Yeah,
a sort
and
of clamp.
I've definitely felt them try. I've definitely.
I
felt
think
them.
you're
It's a-
imagining.
it's a
No.
snip.
It's like a.
to snip,
like-
and people get or snipped by crabs. That's for definitely.
Yeah.
That's for definitely.
That's
That's
for
for definitely. Yeah,
That's on God.
yeah. A crab has definitely given my pinky toe a haircut. It's gotten close.
Also, but
I don't know. I think you can step on a shell or whatever, and it feels like a crab. I don't think they're actually really.
No, because if I feel it lunge at me, I feel the shift in the water.
right.
I'm just a bitch, though. Honestly, every time
I've been in the ocean a lot.
Every time seaweed goes by my leg, I'm like, oh.
Well, yeah, you are a bitch. I agree.
Who it could be you know
What could it be?
the Loch Ness monster wrapping around me trying to suck me in.
Suck me in, babe.
And you know what's crazy though? The thing you should be most terrified of at the beach, the water.
I was gonna say the water, probably.
Water is just the most terrifying thing.
Yeah, especially the ocean water because you also can't drink it, so it's like a poison water that we're just swimming in.
I don't think I've ever been in a riptide. Have you ever been in a riptide?
I was just about to ask, what is a riptide?
I have.
I hear that all the time.
I haven't been like caught, but I felt it.
What is it?
It's just I don't know. I can't explain the water aerobics of it, but like it just super sucks the water in at one point really hard. So like you could if you go to like your knees, maybe it won't suck you in, but you feel it like pulling.
But it's more than that because it continuously pulls out. Like that's people get sent out to sea.
Yeah,
You're supposed to swim
sideways.
parallel to it, or yeah.
What's mean sideways?
No,
No,
par-
not
pers-
parallel.
no,
No,
perpendicular.
perpendicular to it.
Perpendicular to it.
Parallel to the beach.
Yeah.
Parallel to the beach. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. And I always remember that. And honestly, I've just kind of been waiting. Like I thought one
This is
day
it.
it's gonna happen. And I'll go. Oh, this is why I swim
This is what
swim
I've trained
parallel.
for.
But also, I think doing that, you still pretty much go all the way to where it would pull you out anyway.
No.
It's just they say that just so you're not fighting against it to get back. You're just going away from it and then come in.
No.
It'll pull you out all the
No,
way
you can
anyway.
you can swim out of it.
I don't
You
think
can
so.
definitely because I'm pretty sure, and you can check me on this, but I'm pretty sure it happens from like banks in the sand, and so it's a defined area that is being that has an extra force, and you can swim out of that.
I'm saying I think it's so strong that it's sucking you out, and they're saying swim parallel to the beach because if you swim forward, you're
Making it last longer.
You're not doing it.
Yeah, you're just.
But I think
fighting,
it
you're
pulls you.
wasting
It
energy.
pulls you. Like it pulls you out anyway, as far as it's going to take you.
I don't think so.
I'm
I think we can
90%
check
sure.
on that. I'm pretty sure you can swim out of Riptide.
What about a sandbar?
Love a sandbar.
Love a sandbar.
Dude, there's sometimes that very occasionally you get like fucking, I don't even know, like 50, 60 feet out into the, past the shoreline, and you have like a nice little 2-foot area.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That's scary because right after that 2-foot area,
Drop.
60-foot drop.
Yeah.
Like that's deep ocean.
I love beaches like that. Like there's one, like Aruba kind of has a beach like that.
Aruba has sandbars.
In Hawaii, like Waikiki is a beach like that. It's basically just like 100 feet, like even more. Waikiki is huge. It's like 200 feet of just like knee high or waist high water. And so there's like sand, like it doesn't drop off, So the entire thing is essentially like one big pool. People just like stand and drink around. You go on a floaty. Like it's never like even if you're super far out, it's not deep,
One salty pool.
Oh, dude, when I was in Fort Lauderdale, we paid to be on this party boat, and it was just everyone just brought their own alcohol, and you go out into like it's like bay or ocean or whatever, and it's very, very deep. But then they take you to this place, and I saw like fucking literally 20 other boats in this one spot, and you get off, and it's like 3 foot deep. So it's just like a little pool.
That's amazing. I love drinking on a boat. I love a party boat. I
very
love
fun.
I love a booze cruise. I love drinking on a boat.
I don't even remember the last time I've been on a boat.
Something about the
Really?
motion.
Yeah. When's the last time I was on a boat?
Well, you've been cruise or
Yeah, I've been on a cruise.
Boat?
how long ago?
Just when I was like 9.
No, you were on a boat in Croatia.
I was on a boat in Croatia. You're right.
Is that the last time? Really? What
That-
was that, 4 years ago?
Yeah, and before
3?
that, it was probably 10 years ago. So I don't know if that one boat could splice that time in half. I guess that counts. But yeah, it was probably the only time.
Damn.
Not a boat. I'm not a boat. I don't have access to boats.
We also went on a boat in Europe.
That's the same thing.
No, the other Europe.
That's even
Italy,
further before.
Italian.
That's further before.
The second one.
No, I've been on boats. I'm not saying I've never been on a boat. I'm saying like
Danny's gonna bring up all the time
I've
he's
been
been
on
on
Well, you
many
said it was
few
10
or
years
5.
prior. that sounded like a lot.
That's true. But I'm saying like I've been on boats. Relax. Like I know the boating experience. I'm just saying
I love a boat.
not
if I'm,
nearly as often.
If I'm going on vacation, it is, especially a tropical vacation, it is incomplete without some kind of boat. Absolutely.
Good
You gotta
point.
go on a boat.
Fair.
point.
Got to be on a boat.
And what do you consider a kayak a boat?
No.
Probably not.
What's a kayak?
So when you, it's like a
It's like a canoe, kind
Canoe,
of, but
kinda.
it's
That's not a
just
boat.
one person.
Well, is a canoe a boat?
No.
So then kayak, not boat.
I got really drunk at JT's Long Island house and tried to kayak
And almost drowned.
and almost drowned. I gave it my good old try for a long time.
Not a,
And I
not
almost
a college
I
try. Huh?
almost had it, but then the water kept getting in and I kept sinking.
That is the one, that's the weakness of a boat.
All right, I think we're good here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if we
I'm
could.
starting to feel not good.
Like, share, subscribe, and just share it with your aunts and uncles, and have a wonderful day. And keep an eye out for more Picky Boys stuff
I thought you were gonna say human-sized crabs.
and human-sized crabs.